Hey y'all, let's chat. Welcome to another episode of the Kiera Nicole Experience. This is episode 6. Thank you guys for tuning in. Whether you're new here or you've already been liking and subscribing, I appreciate every listen, every view, across every platform, every follow. I would like to welcome you here to a day in a life. I do a once a week podcast where I kind of talk about some real life shit, okay? This is very raw. This is very unedited. This is very unfiltered. This is one of those things where me and you, we chat. Okay, comment sections are open. I ask for feedback because let's chat about it. This is one of those places where I like to let you know that you are not alone in this. Okay, baby, a lot of people like to think that some of the things that they go through are things that they are suffering alone with. But I like to say, baby, there are like 8 billion people in the world. I think I just be making that number up. That's probably way less than what it is actually. But you just one of them. Okay, so imagine of all those other people, you think you just that tiny point of a percent that be going through stuff, baby. No, we be out here fighting for our lives on a daily. Okay, this podcast is supposed to be posted every Monday. However, today is Wednesday, and whether or not I'm going to get it uploaded today is another mystery question, because we be fighting for our lives out here. All right, so we're holding ourselves accountable, at least by doing it. That's one step in the right direction. That's why I be saying, okay, I'm here for you. We go through things, okay? I do this in my car because it's what I call my safe place. But with that being said, there's other cars out here. This is an example of us fighting for our lives. I'm out here fighting for my life, to get this recorded, to hold myself accountable, to do what I vowed to myself to do. But there are so many outside noises and distractions and so many different things that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. But what am I doing? I'm still showing up. I'm still trucking through. I'm still doing it. We still chatting. So if somebody needed some confirmation today, this is it. Keep going, keep trucking, keep pushing. Because no matter what happens around you, no matter what you go through, no matter what it is that you see, no matter what it is that you hear, you gotta still go on. You do. It's just that. This is episode 6. Today we're gonna talk about how hard it is being the tough friend, the strong friend. Being the strong friend is exhausting. And I know I'm not the only person. I know my friend group ain't the only friend group. I know my life ain't the only life that be fighting. As the strong friend, I take pride in that position. For real, if you seen me, you wouldn't know what it is that I go through on a daily basis. If you just see me out in public, you may not know that I have MS. I take being strong very seriously. I take being tough very seriously. That's a blessing and a curse, though, because nobody understands the effort that it takes for me to get myself up and moving every day. Nobody gets how hard it is for me to sometimes get out of bed, let alone get out of bed, get showered, get myself together, find something to wear, and be presentable in doing such. Nobody understands the toll it takes on somebody mentally, physically, emotionally, sometimes to just exist. let alone having to do that while showing up for others. So, do you know how difficult that is? I don't think people understand how difficult that really is for real. And baby, I make this shit look good with 3 T's. And like, it was a point in my life where I felt like I needed to be strong for others in order for them to show up for me. Does that make sense? I'm big on reciprocity. I'm big on showing up for others as I would want them to show up for me. So there was a point in my life where I felt like I needed to help everybody get to a place of peace, because I thought that once I got them to that place of peace, it would reciprocate on me and I would be taken care of. That was the end goal of life for me. I'm like, all right, I'm sick. So if the people that I call my core for, and they're going through things, let me transfer my energy onto them. Let me try to help them problem solve. Let me try to help them get to a place to where they aren't in shambles. And then maybe it would be reciprocated on me. That was genuinely how I thought. And like, it was crazy because I was empty. For real, I was on E. I was on E trying to get others together. I was chugging through life, chugga. I was on my train. My train had a little bit of supplies. And I was trying to push forward. I was still trying to go. I was dropping stuff off here and dropping stuff off there and dropping stuff off here. But I was still going. I was still trying. I was still trying to show up. I was still trying to be. But baby, my coals was running cool. And I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the energy physically. Mentally, I was shot. Emotionally, I was overwhelmed. But I was still trying to stop at all these other stations to make sure that they were good. Imagine doing that without the reciprocity of somebody loading you back up. I remember crying to my therapist about how my cup was so empty. How I had nothing left to give. How I was so fucking empty. Like I just didn't have it in me anymore to exist. I remember crying about how I was in such a rut. And I was begging for people to listen to me, to hear me out, to help me out of my rut. But they were in such a rut themselves that they couldn't help pour into me. I remember crying. Like, bro, I'm empty. I just need a little bit of help refilling myself right now. I cried that out. Like, please, just shut up and listen. Listen to me tell you that I don't know what it is that I need for myself, but I need a little bit of help trying to fill my cup back up so that I can figure out what it is that I need for myself. I remember being so down and out, so drained, that I was contemplating life, you know? I've been there. So there's something serious about the strong friend conversation. Whether you are the strong friend or you have a strong friend, I need people to realize that as a strong friend, it's okay to just not be okay. As the strong friend, ask for what you need. Set boundaries. You need to be out here requiring what you give. Bare minimum. I showed up. I covered for. I was there for. I tried to understand. And getting the same in return is like pulling teeth sometimes. How fair is that? How fair is that to be out here doing the best that you can, giving all that you can, but getting nothing in return? Not even bare minimum. I remember being okay with settling for the bare minimum. I know. Moment of silence for that, because baby, that shit's dead. No more settling for the bare minimum. If you're not offering me something of substance now in life, no thanks. I'm cool. If you're not offering me consistency, if you're not offering me love and light and compassion, and if you're not taking me out of my tough exterior and allowing me to be soft and vulnerable in your care, then no thanks. I'm an Aquarius, baby. I love my solitude. I enjoy having the self-love and the self-care enough to take a step back and to just be alone. I thank God for discernment, because I'm okay with now being alone in a situation, even if that means losing situationships, even if that means being in the house. Baby, me and my bed go together real bad. I cherish peace. I like quiet. I like watching the trees blow in the wind. I like the smell of fresh rain. I like the smell of fresh cut grass. I enjoy nature. I've become one with the wind at this point. I enjoy flowing through life by myself rather than being stuck and trapped in situations where it's draining me instead of filling me up. I had to pray for discernment. I am so grateful to God for discernment now. Now I know what rooms I should sit in. Now I know what ways I should go. Now I know how I can make shit shake. Now I get it. Because it's one of those things to where I had to stop and think. It needed to be one of those things where I had to put me first. And I had to realize that where I used to be at a 90 most of the time, some days I'm at a 20, 30. Where now my new normal might be a 70 at best. And the effort it takes for me to get there is intense. So if I'm a 70 at best, I can't be dropping 40 here, because then, baby, I'm at a 30. And then somebody else call and I got to drop 20 there, leaving me at a 10. A 10 ain't enough to carry me through my days. A 10 ain't enough to help me take care of my children. I remember I used to work at a bar, and this one girl used to come in, and as we spoke to each other, it used to be like, what we on today? And on our bad days, we was like, 60, 30. And it was like, yeah, I could tell. But then on our good days, we would be like, ooh, you at 100 today. Yeah, I see you. I think that was one of my most genuine interactions. One of my most genuine encounters. Because this person didn't know me for real, didn't know what I go through, didn't know how my life was outside of my bar, outside of the job. But for them to see me enough to know that, okay, my baby at a 40 today, let me give her a hug. Things like that are major. Because how are you supposed to be my friend? Somebody I call my lifeline for real. And you don't notice that I'm at a 40. But somebody off the streets does. Think about it. That's really major in situations. That's for the tough friend. You need to realize what you're on. And it's okay to be like, you know what, not today. It's okay to not answer the phone. It's okay to not want to talk or to not want to be that listening ear. It's okay to not text back. Leave them shits on red and we'll try again tomorrow. I had to learn discernment. I had to learn what I could handle and what I could deal with and what I can't anymore. I had to realize that being tough isn't always the answer. 2 days in a row now, people have told me, yo, you don't gotta be tough. Like, you don't gotta have this tough shell on anymore. Because I'm crying out saying, man, I'm just a girl. I don't want to have to take care of things. I don't want to have to plan and pay. I'll do either or, but I don't want to have to do both. I don't want to have to figure it out. I don't want to have to I don't want to have to figure it out. I don't want to have to do anything for real. I mean, I know that's crazy. I know that's so crazy, but like, I've genuinely come to a place in life where I'm not that strong friend no more. No, I'm lying. I am. I still am that strong friend. Like, if any of my friends do need me, hit me up. They know what's up. But with discernment, where if I'm already giving to one today, I might have to talk to the other one tomorrow. That situation's still going to be there. And if it's not, that means it wasn't worth talking about. And I'm glad I didn't answer. And that's just how everybody needs to be. Like, everybody needs to understand that it is what it is out here. And you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, because people are equally going through things. I like being like, man, there's billions of people in the world, and you think you're the only person that's out here experiencing some shit? A lot of people have it way worse. You're not the only person that goes through things. You can't think in your mind that nobody in life has been through what you're going through. Oh, people like to say, I've been there, done that. They've been there, they've experienced it. So if somebody is giving you some type of advice, if somebody is trying to tell you, hey, look, listen, it is what it is, and this is how it needs to be, then it is what it is, and this is how it needs to be. It's that simple. You are in control of your own destiny. And I'm saying that because I had to realize myself that I am in control of my own destiny. Like, it's okay for me to not want to be at a function, not want to be there, not want to go there. Baby, because I don't be wanting to go. Leave me where I stand. I don't feel like being out there with them doing that. Baby, I don't feel like it. They got it. I'll set this one out. I've been to the point to where I'm so tough and I'm so strong that I will be laying in bed, hurting, aching, going through so much pain. Like, my medicine is right over there, arm's length. I could just reach out and touch it. Or it's a kid call away. Hey, come give you my medicine. And I won't take it. I will lay and suffer for hours. Baby, I'm too tough. Because the doctors are giving me exactly what it is that I need to be comfortable. So if they're providing me an outlet, why am I so tough and so stubborn that I choose not to take it? Being the strong friend has built up this facade. It's built up this exterior, this hard shell, this you know, the syrup they pour on top of ice cream and it hardens up. And you gotta like crack that shit with your spoon. That's what being the tough friend has done for me. It's caused me to put on a face. Here I am, boom. I'm fine. Everything's good. What's up? What can I do for you? How can I help you? What is it that you need from me? It's caused me to wipe my tears and put makeup on and fix my lip gloss and show up for people and things that wouldn't do the same for me. I'm at a phase in my life where I'm sick, knowing that I'm sick, and still asking for shit from me is absurd. It is beyond me. Beyond me. Beyond me. Because at this point, the world knows that I'm sick. The world knows that I be struggling. The world knows that I be going through. And yet you still take the time, take the effort, take the nonsense, because you're not using common sense in this factor. I had to learn the art of saying no. Saying no and meaning it. I had to realize that sometimes it's okay to say no. I did, and I don't know what it was that had me in a place of here, just take it, or whatever here. I was pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring, and I was not being filled back up. Crying out for help, like, hey, help me, nigga. I'm empty. I'm on E. My tank is empty. I don't have enough for me to get up and function, let alone be a parent to my children who deserve better from me. I just don't got it. I remember being in that space and begging for help to get me out of it. not to take over, not to take care of my responsibility, but just give me a moment to recharge my battery. You know, like the little dolls that wind up. Baby, my wind was up. I had fell over. I needed to be cranked back up. Nobody paid attention to the fact that I was moving slower. I was aching more. But nobody cared. It was still, gimme, 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 gimme. I need. Listen. It was like, and I was dying on the inside. And while I was dead, I remember screaming, help. And my efforts not being met, my needs not being met. And I'm like, yo, I give and I give and I give and I give. And I show up for, and I'm there for, and I listen to you, and I'm whatever. And you can't stop and take a moment to crank me back up. That's all I'm asking. You can crank me back up to 50 because I'm at 3% right now. I done hit low battery mode for forever, and I'm over it now. Nope. Being that strong friend is exhausting. I'm elastic girl because I'm being pulled this way and I'm being pulled that way, and my legs is pulled and I'm just stretched. Super thin, baby. I'm big. Imagine stretching me thin. That means a lot is being pulled. I'm being pulled in every direction. But it's like, oh well. I'm gonna just chop the arm off so you could be weaker from this way. I'm gonna just hit you here because fuck it. We ball. Being the strong friend is exhausting. It built me up to a place where I stopped caring for myself. I stopped caring how I showed up. I stopped caring what I looked like, what I smelled like, I stopped caring because I was so empty. It's like, what is it that you want from me? What more do you want from me? I remember being Tyrese so many times. Baby, I'm grateful for discernment now. I'm grateful for the ability to say no and mean that shit. Take it or leave it, like it or love it. I'm grateful for my peace and the art of self-care. I'm grateful to realize that if my battery is running low, I take a moment to recharge myself before I ever allow myself to get back down to 3. Shit, we ain't even about to hit the 20% mode. We not hitting that low power mode. Hell no. We not getting there. If we ever inch down to 30, baby, we plugging up immediately. I'm gonna go ground in some nature. I'm gonna go hug a tree at this point, baby, because I need a reset. I need a reset. I need a redo. I need a refueling. And if you don't notice that I'm getting there, then you're not supposed to be in my space with me. I say all that to say you are not alone, chat. I hear you, and I see you, and I feel you. And you don't gotta be strong. You don't gotta be tough. You don't gotta thug it out. Say no. Take a moment. Breathe some fresh air. Listen to the birds chirp. sometimes that's what we need. I'll holler at y'all next week.